Greensdale.
Hey Saya,
Hi.
how's your day going?
It's going really well.
What's your favorite part of working at Drew?
I love the people. I'm really excited to be here and to get to know everybody.
What was your first job?
My first job was a babysitting job, and I worked in the neighborhood for all the neighborhood families.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in a lot of different places. I was born in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and then I lived for several years in Japan, in Tokyo, but the majority of my childhood was in Palo Alto, down on the peninsula.
What college did you go to?
I went very close to home. I went to Stanford University.
What's your favorite place in the Bay Area?
So it feels disloyal, actually, to say that I'm an East Bay person. I grew up on the peninsula and now work in San Francisco. I think Marin is beautiful, but I live in the East Bay, and that's definitely where I call home.
What's a unique talent that you have?
I think I'm a decent listener. It's something that I definitely work hard on, but perhaps my most innate skill is that I'm a really good thumb wrestler.
What are some hobbies that you've had since you were a kid?
I love to paint and draw, and I was voted most artistic in high school, but I haven't really pursued that as much as I'd like, so that's something I'd like to get back into.
What's your favorite place on campus?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think the Learning Commons. It's a beautiful, airy, light, inspirational space.
What's your favorite movie?
Okay, I really liked Parasite. It was creepy, but really interesting and super well produced. And then I like some older art house movies, like, what's that one with Jim Carrey? Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. That one I definitely recommend, really interesting.
Could you show us your office?
Yes, please, come with me. That's my second favorite place on campus.
What's your favorite breakfast food?
Breakfast food, eggs, scrambled eggs.
What's your favorite travel destination?
Ooh, well, I have led many student travel programs, student study programs to East Asia, Japan, Thailand, and Cambodia, and I really love East Asia. But I would say my daughter's studying abroad right now in Spain. She just left 2 days ago, so I can't wait to get to Spain.
What about favorite animal?
Dogs, 100%. Come in.
Favorite restaurant around Drew?
Just getting to know them a little bit, but there's a Mediterranean place on the corner that I like. I think it's called the Kebab something with kebabs.
Who do you work closest with at Drew?
Oh my gosh. Well, I have such a great series of colleagues. I work with all 36 faculty and the academic team, from the registrar through experiential electives and the dean's team. I collaborate with the strategic leadership team and really closely with David Frankenberg, but I probably have the most day-to-day inspirational support from Tina.
When you were little, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Teacher, always. In fact, when I was in 3rd grade, that was my Halloween costume. And I wore this weird bun and everything, yeah.
What's your favorite thing to do outside of work?
I like to walk my dog, and I like to read.
You say your name is an onomatopoeia. What is it?
I think I issued an invitation for people to come try to guess what it is, and I even have haikus on hand for people who come and try. So I guess I would reframe that question. What do you think it sounds like?
Sigh? Close. Do you have a favorite thing you own? If so, what is it?
Yes, my milk frother. A milk frother that I use every single morning with my coffee. Best gift I ever got.
What's your favorite object in your office?
Probably my family photos, but actually up on top is a picture that I drew when I was in 7th grade of something that's totally obsolete right now. You may appreciate it from a tech perspective. It's a Sony Walkman, and that's what I used to listen to before AirPods.
What are you most excited about this year?
I'm excited to get to know people better. I mean, I said in the opening question that I most appreciate the community, but I'm still getting to know people, and especially the students, so I would really like to have more interaction with students.
What's the biggest challenge you've faced in your life?
I think becoming more confident and comfortable in my own skin. I think that is like a lifelong challenge for people, any individual, just coming to understand and appreciate like who I am and feel more confident in that. So I think that's kind of a perpetual challenge. And then other than that, caring for people and family members in hard times, but just sort of like being at home in myself.
What do you like to do on free days?
Sleep late.
What did you do before Drew?
So many things, actually. I started in education, like my parents were teachers, grandparents, etc. But I worked for 6 years in advertising in New York and San Francisco, and so I did that as a first career before returning to the classroom. And then I worked for 20 years at a private school in Oakland called the Hedroy School.
What's your role at Drew?
So I'm the assistant head for academics, and that means that I work largely with teachers to look at everything from like hiring and retention of talented faculty to the curriculum and courses that we offer, professional development, and then helping students with specific academic issues as they arise.
Why Drew?
Such a good question. Well, I think anybody here can answer that. I think there's something really like special and promising about the community and the culture of learning that is, it's less conventional. And I think that, I'm really interested in challenging the conventions of education, which haven't really served everybody equally. And the idea of like real world applicable curriculum and an emphasis on understanding over knowing, those are the things that really speak to me about the Drew academic program in particular.
What advice do you have for Drew students?
Oh my gosh, enjoy high school, because it's a hard time, it's a complicated time, and I know there are ups and downs, but it is a really special time. And too often we're like looking behind or ahead, and so the more that you can just really be present and appreciative of this time in your life, the more I think pleasure and enjoyment and joy you'll get from it.
Okay, and our last .01, when?
What?
When?
is the question? Whenever.